And good morning. We are looking at the Yak 15. Yes, it's a real jet, but it's one with training wheels. And you're going to ask me why. Well, it's slow. It is so slow that I broke everything I said to put aircraft polish and a lightweight airframe on it because it needs it. It's not competitive otherwise. The guns are a pair of 23 millimeters. And while fine for a zero, most of your Tier 8 aircraft are a good deal tougher. As this JM4 is quickly proving. It is also low altitude. I'm way above its happy altitude. Okay. We're going to get down to the altitude this thing belongs at, which fortunately doesn't take too terribly long. Yes, and the other downside of aircraft that take way too long to down their prey. If I'm sounding unhappy with the aircraft, it's merely because that I am. Now the point is very turny, and you can enjoy that about the aircraft. But it's a little hard to enjoy the lack of firepower, lack of altitude performance, lack of speed at this tier. So, that's going to encapsulate pretty much the experience that you're going to have with the aircraft, because the upgrades are simply not a whole lot better. Let's take a look at this, the upgrade path. Okay, so you have your airframe here. Let's take a look at it. And really doesn't tell you anything except you get +2 to maneuverability, but not how. Alright, not terribly informative. You're going to start off with 260, or the equivalent of a P-51 Mustang at tier 6. Then you will get to, when you finish up, 340. That will help somewhat. And when you get all the engine upgrades, you will be exactly the speed of a I-250. So, my evaluation of the aircraft is, when all the upgrades are done, you get a very turny fighter with poor altitude. Excuse me, burping a little bit there. With poor altitude and fairly good speed. By the time you get your aircraft polish and everything, and you get all the engine upgrades, you're going to be right around 535. None of which is going to cure the gun issues. Or, let me show you one additional thing. The hit points are 300. With the upgrade, you're 320. Again, this is a very fragile and vulnerable machine. And it reminds me a lot of the Hayabusa back at tier, 4 and 5. Yeah. I'm hoping that the Yak 19 is better, because I would sure like something to look forward to here. And it is a little faster. But not a whole lot. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of the same issues. Okay, and then you have the Yak 30, and you get 3. And then you might be alright at that. That's yeah. I don't have great amounts of faith in this. This is going to be one of the infamous World of Warplanes duos, where you get to experience the aircraft with all its failings, and you get another aircraft that will have some improvements, but essentially has all the faults as well. And I've noticed this tendency in the World of Warcraft gameverse, and it's one of the things that I least enjoy about it. And it's just to be flat honest here. You had the JU-87 followed by the JU-88. I think everybody's seen my videos on those. If you haven't, the Hayabusa KI 43 1 and 2 Again, another aircraft that I was, yeah, it was very turny, but it had all the things you see here. Not all that fast. Not this aircraft at least will be fast enough to compete, but it's not going to have the firepower to compete. When you add the low damage output with the overheat mechanism, you're hanging behind an aircraft way too long, and that only has one outcome. You end up getting crushed. So there we are. That's the evaluation. Not particularly pleased with the aircraft. We will come out with updates as we upgrade the aircraft, of course, and we will go through it just like we did with all the others, because that's my responsibility to you. But I suspect I'm not going to enjoy it very much. All right, my friends. Remember to like the video if you like the video. Remember to subscribe. I need the goal here is to reach 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, so I can actually start making money off producing this content for you. The money comes from ads from Google. Doesn't affect you at all. And that will do it for today. I thank you very much for visiting with me, and we'll see you tomorrow.